Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the characteristics of LVDT. Okay. In the previous class we have discussed the construction of LVDT, the circuit diagram of LVDT, and also the circuit analysis of LVDT. Okay, and the working principle of LVDT. Now we are going to discuss about the characteristics of LVDT. So this curve representing the characteristics of LVDT. Okay. So as in the earlier class, when we were discussing about the working principle of LVDT, there we have clearly observed that when the LVDT core is in null position or in middle position, there is a null voltage generation at the secondary terminal of the LVDT. Okay, as the core moves, either it may be upward or downward direction, the output voltage at the LVDT terminal will increases linearly. So we are going to understand how the LVDT voltage or output terminal voltage is increasing linearly with respect to the movement of the or displacement of the LVDT core. Okay, so this curve, this red line representing the E out or the output terminal voltage of LVDT terminal. Now, so this right hand side curve representing the if we are considering this right hand side curve is representing the movement of core in downward direction. Okay, so left hand side curve representing the movement of core in upward direction. Okay, so and we have already discussed this thing that there is a phase shift, okay, of 180 degree when the core moves upward to downward direction. Okay, that means if during the movement in upward direction, if the voltage having the positive half cycle, similarly we having the output voltage having the negative half cycle during the downward direction from the null point. Okay, so this point is representing the null point. Okay, it is not started from zero. Why I am explaining this thing? Okay, and this middle position is representing the 180 degree phase shift. Okay, so if we are going from this point to downward, this point to right hand side, then 180 degree phase shift from this left hand side diagram. Then if we are coming from right hand side figure to right hand side curve to left hand side, then there is also 180 degree phase shift between the output voltage. Okay, now this curve is representing the output voltage which is increases linearly with the movement of the core in upward direction. Okay, so up to this the voltage increases, this dotted line represent the up to this the voltage increases linearly with respect to the movement of core. Okay, and up beyond this point there is a non-linear characteristics of the core. That means the voltage will not increases linearly with respect to the core movement. Okay, so this point we are, if we are considering this point as D of 1. Okay, and why this curve is not started from here? Because we having the effect named as the residual magnetism. Okay, that means it is the property of a magnetic material to retain the magnetism. So due to this residual magnetism effect, we having some voltage already in the output terminal of the LVDT. Okay, so that is why it is representing this amount of voltage by due to the effect of residual magnetism which is induced in the LVDT, and we are getting the output terminal voltage or E out. So that is why we are having some voltage E out as compared to the zero voltage due to the effect of residual magnetism. Okay, now the magnitude of differential output voltage E out. Okay, we have discussed in the previous class that we are considering output voltage, that is E of out. It is nothing but the AC RMS value varies linearly with core position. Okay, so after a certain point D1, after a certain point D1 के बाद यहाँ पे जो है ये मेरा voltage curve जो है linearly vary करता है up to a certain point, then it having some non-linear characteristics with respect to the core movement or displacement of the core. So the characteristics curve of displacement from null position to it may be either direction, it may be upward or downward direction, depending upon the amplitude of the input excitation voltage. That means how much we are providing input to the LVDT primary terminal. So this displacement is depending upon the input excitation voltage as well as the sensitivity factor of the LVDT. So this is the characteristics curve. Okay. Now okay, so movement of or variation of the output voltage linearly with the core position is depend upon the first thing, that is the amplitude of the input excitation voltage, or simply we can say that the primary excitation, we are providing input to the primary of LVDT. So it is depending upon the amplitude of the input excitation voltage. Second thing, it is depending upon the sensitivity factor of a particular LVDT. So these are the two things or two parameters in which the movement the variation of the voltage linearly will occurs or depend upon. So first thing is the input excitation voltage, that means how much amount of voltage we are providing to the input. As we are providing much voltage to the input, that means the movement of core will more. And sensitivity factor, that means if we are providing a simple amount of voltage, how the LVDT core sense line. So this is the sensitivity factor of LVDT. So movement of or the variation of the output voltage of LVDT terminal will depend upon these two parameter or these two factor. Okay. Now the phase angle of this AC output voltage with respect to primary excitation. Okay. Now the phase angle of this AC output, that means the E out, this voltage with respect to the primary excitation changes abruptly 180 degree with the core passing the null point or the center of the core. Okay. That means with this output voltage, changes its phase with respect to the input voltage abruptly 180 degree with the core passing through the null point or the center of the core. Okay. If we are considering this is the null point at the middle position of this curve. This is the null point. That means the core is in middle position or the core is placed in this position. So the phase shift of the output voltage represented in degrees, that is it's the core position. So if we are considering this point as the null point, as the core is moving toward in right hand side direction, then we having a phase shift of minus 180 degree. Okay. And if the core is moving in left hand side direction along with this line, then we having a phase shift of plus 180 degree. So this is representing this curve phase shift in degrees. Okay, so the middle point of this curve representing the null point, that means we are considering the LVDT core is placed over here. Okay, so as this core start moving to right hand side direction along with this line, this is representing the core position, we having a phase shift of the output voltage minus 180 degree. And if this core is moving left hand side direction from the null point, then we having a phase shift of plus 180 degree. Okay, so the phase angle of this output voltage with respect to primary excitation changes abruptly 180 degree with the core passing through the null point or the center of the core. As the core passing through this null point or center, the phase will, or the phase angle of the output voltage will changes. Okay, the 180 degree phase shift can be used to determine the direction of the core from the null point by means of appropriate signal conditioning circuitry. Okay, so this phase shift can be used to determine the direction of the core or position of the core from the null point by means of appropriate signal conditioning circuitry. Okay, so the 180 degree phase shift can be used to determine the direction of the core, from the null position or from the null point by appropriate signal conditioning circuitry. By appropriate signal conditioning circuitry. Okay, so we can clearly understand the direction of the core from the null point by using this 180 degree phase shift. So this is the characteristics of LVDT. Now the parameters of LVDT. Parameters of LVDT. So first point is sensitivity. Our first parameter is sensitivity of LVDT. Now what is sensitivity of LVDT? The definition of sensitivity of LVDT is defined as the ratio of output voltage to the displacement of the core, this representing the sensitivity of LVDT. So it's defined as the ratio between the output voltage to the displacement of core. Okay, so this is the definition of sensitivity of LVDT. Now the sensitivity is representing by the letter S, so that is equal to output voltage divided by displacement. Okay, and output voltage, that is representing by V0 and displacement in D, and unit of this sensitivity is volt per displacement, that is in meter. So volt per meter is the unit of sensitivity. Okay. So this is the first parameter of LVDT, that is sensitivity. Now the resolution. Okay. So resolution is the smallest change in the core position that can be detected in LVDT output, as an LVDT operates on the principle of magnetic coupling. Okay, its resolution is essentially infinite. With a properly designed LVDT measuring system, which resolution is not uncommon. That means, what is resolution? Resolution is nothing but the small change in the core position that can be detected by the LVDT output. Okay, or simply we can say that if there is a small displacement or changes in the LVDT core, the output voltage of the LVDT will also differ with respect to the displacement of this core. This is known as the resolution. So write down, this is the second parameter, resolution. So definition of this, note down, resolution is the smallest change smallest change in LVDT, smallest change in LVDT core that can be detected in LVDT output. Okay. So as an LVDT operates on the principle of magnetic coupling, its resolution is essentially infinite. As an LVDT is working under the principle of magnetic coupling, so its resolution will be essentially infinite. This is the resolution of LVDT. Okay. Now the repeatability. So repeatability, we can clearly understand that repeatability, that means the able to repeat the measurement or able to repeat the same measurement so many times. Okay. Now the third parameter, that is repeatability. Okay. Now what is the definition of repeatability? Repeatability under constant operating and environmental condition is the ability of an LVDT to reproduce the same output for repeated measurement of exactly the same input. That means For same input we can repeat the same measurement so many times or several times. This is the meaning of repeatability. Okay, so repeatability under constant operating and environmental conditions under constant operating and environmental conditions, the ability of an LVDT to reproduce the same output for repeated measurements of exactly the same input. This is the repeatability of an LVDT under constant operating and environmental conditions. The ability of an LVDT to reproduce the same output for repeated measurement of exactly the same input. That means we are providing same input, we can get the same amount of measurement or same amount of output so many times or several times. This is the repeatability of the LVDT. Now the last one is the linearity. Okay, linearity. So what is linearity? Linearity is nothing but the relation of output voltage to the displacement will be linear. So that is in case of LVDT, linearity stands for this, that the output voltage to the displacement relation will be linear. So note down a plot of output voltage magnitude, a plot of output voltage magnitude versus core displacement is essentially a straight line beyond the nominal linear range, beyond the nominal linear range, output begins to deviate from a straight line into a curve. Range output begin to deviate from a straight line from a straight line to a curve, from a straight line to a curve, the maximum deviation of LVDT output from the straight line is defined as the linearity error, okay, or the non-linearity of the LVDT. So maximum deviation of LVDT output from the straight line is known as linearity error, okay, or the non-linearity of the LVDT, or the non-linearity of the LVDT. So this is the definition of linearity of LVDT. That means the relation between the output voltage to the displacement of LVDT will be a straight line up to a certain limit. Okay, after a certain limit, the this linearity is deviate from the straight line to a curve. Okay, up to or before this deviation, it's having the linear characteristics, and as soon as it is start deviating to a curve, this is known as the linearity error of the LVDT, or the non-linearity of LVDT. So if we are going to represent linearity of LVDT and non-linearity of LVDT by representing this thing in a curve, so if this is representing the output voltage V naught, okay, and this is representing the displacement x of naught, then the relation between the output voltage to the displacement should be linear up to a certain point, but after a certain point it will start deviating towards a curve. So this is known as the non-linearity. So this is the deviation from a straight line. Deviation from straight line. Straight line. So up to this point, it's having linear characteristics. So up to from this is the linear characteristics of LVDT, and beyond this is the non-linearity or linearity error of the LVDT. Okay. So that's all for LVDT. Okay. Now we having the remaining topic, that is the strain gauge and the other some parameters related to the flow measurement by magnetic flow meter. So these things will be discussed in the next class. Okay. So thanks for today. Thank you all.